damage. So I would imagine Wukong and Hui need to have the advantage for team fights, and Ashe and Braum should be able to poke out their lane. Meanwhile, Gladiators, Maokai in the top lane, a strong top laner. Typically though, Tahm Kench does good into it, and they also have though Olaf. So with Galio, it's quite a strong combination. Olaf can ult in,
Very good 2v2, huh?
Galio ults on top, Seraphine ult, healing the Olaf, Maokai with all the CC holding people down, and then Jinx getting resets. I think this comp is super strong if it can get snowballing and rolling, for sure. Very hard to fight into. What do you think?
I mean, 100%, right? Galio ultimate giving an extremely powerful in. EU Gangsters Olaf is probably just going to run over the entire game if you let him. And if you do manage to finally deal with this front line, you probably have a Jinx who did get a couple of resets. Is probably at around 2 to 3 items in the mid to late game. And she's going to start shredding the rest of your team, right? That being said, Horizon, really, really strong early game in my opinion, especially with the Ashe Braum. One misposition and you can instantly just lose the lane. Ashe's passive coupled with Braum's passive, is just absolutely disgusting at running people down, right? Hui kind of not entirely sure how the lane goes, but I feel like Galio might be able to do pretty well into that lane, so it's going to depend a lot on the junglers. And I think in the top lane, it's just good, safe Gator gold on his Tahm Kench. I'm pretty sure that that's just something that you planned, right? Something that you decided
He's very
fits
comfortable,
really
yes,
nicely into this
into
draft.
Maokai with Tahm Kench. So they do similar things. Maybe Tahm Kench is a bit more damage oriented, while Maokai has a bit more CC. But in terms of being unkillable frontliners, both of them kind of serve that purpose.
Yeah, both of them are pretty good at what they do. Completely agreed.
Oh, let's see. Did the games begin or not? How do I? Did it start? Okay, my bad. Sorry, I was
B?
impatient.
Alright. That's okay.
Zoom in a bit. Alright, so let's see it. Game starting here. To see the items.
So, you do know how this game went, obviously, as you are one of the participants.
I have an idea.
I would hope so. Anything to look out for in this early game, as it does seem like you guys are looking to invade into their red side, right?
Yeah, the idea here is with Ashe and Braum, you could get a pick here
It
and
seems
into
like,
secure here. He
oh,
will get taken a bit low here.
noticeably, he is forced to start W, which means that his lane presence is going to be pretty much completely useless. Surround sound does have around, 24, 25-second cooldown at level 1. So that's going to be a rough lane for Brute Legend Courier, I feel. Horizon do get the vision on that blue buff, looking to try to control that blue buff. As a Brute Legend Courier, I'm not entirely sure what they can do here in a 2v4 situation. Oh no. Courier does seem to get stunned, might be forced to flash away here. Yep. And it seems like blue buff will be going down to Horizon. Courier forced to start W, forced to start flash. It's a really difficult start for this bot lane. I wonder if we'll see Tim and Mekek pushing this lead really, really strongly in the early game.
So here I save Smite, just thinking that maybe he started Wolves because we didn't have coverage there. And if I smited his blue and he can contest me on his Gromp with Smite, he would win that. We also drop a ward here on blue buff just in case for the invade, because we don't know the retaliation here will be, as they know I am in top side.
It does seem like EU Gangster will be getting spotted right about now.
Yeah. And in fact, the Smite helps me takes his Gromp because it was being contested. And we do decide to try and collapse here on EU Gangster.
Okay. There's a Gator Gold coming in, Pullo coming in, does get really, really good CC there. Does not really have flash. Tries to use the Ghost to run away, and at the moment it's just Horizon all the way, right? Legacy forced to flash, EU Gangster falling despite having that early game intention of being aggressive. And yeah, Horizon's bot lane is just forcing Brute Legend Courier off of the wave here. It's a rough one for Gladiators. It's a rough one for
I need to remove a message here.
No? Okay. No worries.
Alright, let's do it. I'm back.
Alright.
So
It seems like Gator and YOLO Swag will trade a little bit. As you do see that Gator is kind of just waiting for the passive, doesn't want to hit the Q stun until he can get a couple of autos away. YOLO Swag Killer taking so much damage, but he does have the passive to heal back. So is this what you kind of expected in the early game, right? You were expecting these winning lanes.
yeah, I mean, I even asked here that he could get ganked in top side. He's the only one showing, especially even in mid. They could both get ganked here. While I'm taking Scuttle, I'm thinking that maybe my mid laner could get ganked, and we should play
Rightfully
towards
so.
him.
Rightfully so, as the Gangster is on that Scuttle, right?
Yeah. Drop a ward here on their Grom to see when it spawns again, and we could play around bot lane or the dragon. We know that Courier still doesn't have
Talk
flash,
shot.
so we
Oh
instantly
no.
flash on him here. Managed
Tim
to get
flashing
the
forward.
distance. Great Jinx traps by Brutal Edge. It does catch me off guard there, almost takes me out with the turret. Tim also
Tim
forced down low.
brought very low. Flashes forward, Brutal Edge looking to try and get the kill in retaliation. Cleanse goes out. Seems like Tim is just not going to die here. Potion ticking down. And it seems like he did get a little bit too greedy, a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah. I don't know if you can imagine, but in that moment I'm like, Tim, please don't die. Like, I know I got him, he flashed forward like that. So my importance is that we don't trade 1-for-1 in that situation. So greatly done by all parties there.
Pull low out of mana there. Seems like he would have been able to take Legacy down.
Yep, no worries.
I really...
The spammer was banned. Rest assured.
I really love Tim's aggression there, right? Really good. Notices that you're all collapsing onto Courier. He doesn't have a slash up, trading the flash to get the opportunity in. Not something that you commonly see from a lot of ADC players, right? Usually they'll play a little bit safer, try to make sure that they're not the ones dying. So it's nice to see a little bit more proactivity from ADCs, despite the role not really being known for it. Ashe is one of those champions who can be proactive, especially in the laning phase.
Especially Tim, he likes to be proactive, as you put it.
And it's also the best part about being in a coordinated environment is actually having good synergy with your support.
Yes.
Tim and Mekek have been playing together for the entire tournament, right? They've built up the synergy
Even
at this
before.
point.
They were an old school bot lane. They
Oh,
communicate
okay.
telepathically.
So, yeah, at this point they've built up their synergy, right? It's one of the things that you can trust your partner, which means that you can do a lot more disgusting things that you wouldn't even dream of in solo queue. And that might be one of the things that you saw Tim do. It seems like a Gator gold. Maybe dueling YOLO Swag Killer here. Does chomp him up. Looks like he will be throwing him to the wolves, as he will get hit by tower. Forced to flash away.
Just showing some presence there, making sure they don't think about diving my top laner.
Yep, fair enough. Maokai ultimate, unfortunately, also dissuading you from actually trying to get any engages there, right? I mean, maybe potentially it would have been something.
No fighting. We are at peace. We are level 5 monkey. I'm just happy my top stays alive and I can take grabs free. We do spot out Olaf here with the plant. And I'm thinking, you know what, I have Mekek here and I'm quite strong myself with Sheen and double longsword. We took 2 grabs. Maybe we can catch him here, but we are showing here on a ward from grabs. They do see our movement and he does back off, rightfully so. So we just go back to take the last grab and finish off the play, basically.
So and you're quite a few camps up. You're quite a few camps up here. Your support is roaming, helping you out here. It's really nice to see this team synergy, right? I mean, I feel like Horizon has been a team for a while, right? Even before this tournament, correct me if I'm wrong.
Our bot lane
Uh,
is newer to us, and we did swap in our mid tournament, so we're still dealing with getting more familiar to each other. But so far, yeah,
mhm,
it's been a nice consistent rate, I would say, and we've learned a lot even in this event.
Fair enough. And definitely shows as you guys are really able to play together on the map, right? Although it seems like Gator Gold here
Spoiler alert:
maybe looking to
this
get one retweet.
might be a bit disgusting to watch. I don't know.
Is this gonna be a Tom Kench moment? It's looking like a Tom Kench moment, to be honest. Ghost comes in from EU Gangster. Gator Gold puts on all of the shields. So much damage coming out of EU Gangster. What was that damage? Tunglash taking down easily like 200 health. YOLO Sakila getting stunned out. It seems like Gator is just gonna chomp him. Gives the taunt spam just for a little bit of salt. And that's a double kill for Gator. Jesus Christ. Actually nerfed that champion, right?
Nice frogman.
I don't know if we're familiar with the Jinx Tom Kench clip where the Jinx does literally nothing for 25 auto attacks and gets one shot by Tom Kench.
Mela ta' reptile.
Yeah, Reptile. Tim spacing the turret so well there, right? He kind of has a really good general idea of where that turret is. You can't really be diamond without that, and he's playing it really, really well. Harassing Brutal Edge. Jansen here might get caught out as the clone does fall. You Gangster ticking down on Ignite, but still positioning aggressively. As Mekek, it seems like will be tanking a lot of damage first to flash away. Lexi getting stunned by Tim and Mekek's passive. And it seems like everyone is just happy. A little bit of chaos, but no deaths.
I took his blue buff. Yay.
Yeah, that's like the jungler thing, right? Where you start to fight with each other on like the smallest advantages. It's always fun to watch, especially as laner when your jungler kind of just runs it down for one wolf. But this is the beauty of having a coordinated team, right? If we run it down, we run it down together.
I think grabs are soon spawning as well. This might be the next play.
I was about to say things are in a little bit of a lull state. Gator Gold trying to make something spicy happen on top side, as a Gator Gold does. But otherwise, it seems like we'll just be farming, just getting our money, getting our gold, getting our XP, and waiting for the next play.
He's a very rich frog.
That is indeed a very rich frog. With 4.5k gold. Yikes. Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, so it's sad to see here, like, he's so pushed up getting these plays, and they really can't do much against him. Like, they tried to do it before, but now he's even stronger than before, so good luck with that.
Mhm. I mean, without the hero's entrance from Legacy, I don't think you can really fight this guy. And even then, I think that 3v1 is going to be a bit difficult. As a Gator Gold is absolutely breaking all of the fundamentals of League of Legends. He just wants to kill. As a predicts YOLO Swag's flash there, actually, I think.
Thank you. Tim 1v1's
As a,
Brutal Edge here in the bot lane, and now getting some
once
damage
again.
on to Courier, spacing out the turret, making sure not to take any damage before he finds the dive.
I mean, once again, Ashe, one of the ADCs known for being very proactive there. Enchanted Crystal Arrow is a beautiful spell for those more trigger-happy AD carries. As it seems like Legacy is taking a lot of damage. QW might get the execute with the passive, although Legacy does manage to live. As Tim cleanses just for style points, I feel. There wasn't really any follow-up on that Encore. And he will be getting out with the help of Mekek.
Yeah, Tim finds the 1v2 on bot lane there. Left him alone long enough, he did find the 2 kills. So well done to him, and meanwhile securing grabs there in the top side. Yeah, we're no way we're diving this Maokai, so
Yeah, that's doesn't really matter how strong you are, it's probably not a good idea.
there's not really much for me to do on the map. I know they're around my bot side camps, We could maybe look to contest those, but the Raptors are up, the red is up. So I don't have too much issue with splitting the map here. Potentially I could have been looking towards my bot lane. They could get Dove and Drag is up. I could look also to a recall. This might have been a misplay on my end. Especially if my bot lane gets Dove. But
If I'm being entirely honest, I don't think they have a lot of dive threat onto your bot lane. They have a lot of follow-up, but they don't really have great engage. I mean, the
what
best
is-
things...
Did you see Jinx's boots? By any chance?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
I just
What's
realized.
the idea behind that? But I guess
Seems like we're
Ash
losing to
slows,
the
right?
shopkeeper.
He wants to counter
It seems
Ash.
like we're losing to the shopkeeper.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Gator seems to have issues that I'm talking about myself. It's okay, I'm split between 3 people. Jansen the Horizon captain, Jansen the Discord admin, and Jansen the caster and streamer. GG. Oh no. It's all in Shadow's hands.
Yeah, fair enough. And Gator Gold here just showing us why Tom Kent really needs to be there once again. He's got full control of this top lane, right?
Definitely.
Seems like
it's a rich frog for sure. It's a wallet
seems
slapping
like
him on the
someone
screen.
disagreeing with the comment of not having great engage on the side of gladiators.
Oh no, forgive like Olaf Ghost with Ultimate and Galio following up. It's pretty good engage. The only issue is they can't really engage into our
guess.
comp. We have
I
a
guess
lot of
the problem is
disengaged
you have
tools
an
and
Ash.
damage.
I mean, you have an Ash and you have a Braum, right?
What
Any
a
dive is gonna be
crystal arrow
manageable.
from Tim
Tim
from the bot lane.
sniping from downtown. Honestly,
Something a bit of a C. Oh wait, a lot of action happening here. You gangster might find
you
Mekek.
gangster going in with the ghost.
He does get taken down. Gator Gold
Okay.
teleports
Gator
bot
Gold
lane,
TPing in.
getting a back scratch from Brutal Edge. Something to note: gladiators are quite familiar with Tim. We are all friends, even myself. So when they saw him aim his Ash ultimate that hit, they knew instead of
They
paying
knew.
attention, he's just like watching his monitor, you know. So that's when they decided to full engage on him and take him down, securing his shutdown.
And that's a discipline to know that your ult, if it hits or not, you can't really follow up on it. It's been sent. You need to focus on what's going on in front of you, right? Unfortunately, it does seem like Tim was a little bit interested in where that ult goes, and he does fall and pay the price for that one. We can't blame him, man. To be honest, I know for a fact I would have gotten caught there as well.
Yeah, Tim, first one to conceive a death on our team. Definitely deserved report in this game. I don't know. Other than that, let's see what happens here. Portals are up as well.
Okay. As it seems like you gangster might be getting caught out here. Gator Gold, that is a very angry frog, and you gangster is trying his best to get away from a terrible situation. And it seems like he tastes absolutely delectable as Gator Gold swallows the entire thing.
Yeah, he's trying to continue and invade, take camps as retaliation for what is happening on his side of the map. Trying to get something there, but we're a bit too ahead here. Even Braum and Tom together especially are quite strong. Herald does get dropped in mid lane. Find the opportunity. Wukong takes that
Doesn't
so
even
quickly.
charge.
No, we don't even need.
As Jansen drifting the Herald into tier 3 here. Mekek face tanking for the rest of his team. Unbreakable there, reducing so much damage.
This looks fun in the top lane. Let's see.
Yep.
3-1-2 Ash versus 0-3 Maokai. Who wins? With magic resist
Realistically-
item and Tear of the Goddess. Low-key he was
Realistically-
winning it, no?
Fair enough, but it does take one Maokai W before it's completely ruined, right? And EU Gangster, it seems like, does not really get any say in his jungle anymore. Caught out taking his own Flash Cyclone coming in from Jansen. Gets stunned by the Braum passive. So much damage. Tim here, 4-1 on the Ash. 4-0 with the Triforce completed on the Monkey. 5-0 with 2 items on Gator. Ay, ay, ay. It's kind of rough if you're not a fan of Horizon here.
We decided to help out Tim here, who was pushing the top lane. We can also take the tier 2 turret, it's a lot of gold, but they might retaliate in time, so we choose to back off. We took a lot of gold and play already. Maybe best not to push our luck in this case.
I mean, so
hello,
far things
Lemon.
have been going very, very cleanly.
Lemon is a full-time hater, apparently.
Ah, unlucky.
Thank you, Lemon. Happy New Year's.
Unfortunately, on the team you're hating is 10k gold up. There's not really much you can do aside from turn off the monitor. As Legacy is getting caught out in his own jungle, flashing outwards, using the dash to gain some distance, although Gator Gold using his Q to actually get the stun. Predicts the movement on Legacy, gets the W knock up, and Courier and Brutal Edge are caught between a frog and the frostbow. As it seems like Courier will be the sacrificial lamb to go down. Gator Gold not really happy with just one. Brutal Edge forced to flash away. Zealous Akira using the ultimate to disengage.
Yeah, Baron is coming up soon, Dragon is coming up soon. Both objectives could be things we look out
We already
for.
see Horizon. We already see Horizon's carry is walking towards the Dragon Pit, right? Getting that vision. Support and jungle do get the base, so they will come out at full strength for that fight.
Yep, Thunder Sky now complete on Wukong. He's gonna be very strong with his 2-item spike. This Wukong is crazy. Look how he uses Q on Dragon and uses E. He's definitely right clicking his mouse. Okay, let's do it. Ah, look at that. The skill it takes to pilot.
Unmatched mechanical skill here on the side of Jensen, surely. As Alexei diving forward in, trying to take the wave, Mekek decides to say hello. Pulu puts out his damage. Not really too much of a threat. Oop, Spiraling Despair goes a little bit wide. Might have actually gotten the kill on Legacy. Enchanted Crystal Arrow does connect. Gator Gold going forwards. Yellow Side Killer coming in with the teleport. Legacy trying to make something work. Heartsteel takes him down. Yellow Side Killer is unfortunately trying to go down to the safety of the tower, but the tower is still not safe. As Mekik does get the kill. And it seems like Horizon here are just pushing through their bot side, right? Taking tier 2. It's going to be very difficult for Gladiators to defend this tier 3. Most likely also will be conceding that inhibitor. Yep.
And using portals. Woohoo. Hex gates, sorry, not portals.
Taking the rest of the jungle camps. Oh! That was extremely close there. Zap almost stopped Tim's recall. Most likely would have given him a shutdown.
Embiid tan الشوب jena bina مش whiskey. GG.
Alright. Ta klassi.
Ma illum iklaw kellna. So, Embiid.
Alcoholic ta klassi.
Embiid bajda. Aw, Embiid, eżatt. Bajd, abjad.
Okay, teleport coming in from Gator on a gigantic wave. Just to piss off Yolo Secular. Grand Entrance coming in, does knock up Gator. The Frog is not very bothered, if I'm being entirely honest. It seems like they're wasting so many abilities to try and get some damage. And Jensen here, Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes in. Seems like they will be turning this in. 3-man Cyclone here, surely we'll be seeing it. ZU Gangster is the first to fall. Trying to catch on to Pullu, although Legacy is just going to go down. Yolo Secular will be the third to fall. Courier trying to get an encore there, doesn't even manage. As it seems like Courier and Brutal Edge are going to have to defend 5v1 with Baron empowered minions.
Yeah, if the waves were a bit better, we might have prioritized an end here. But since that could be an option, we just decide to take Baron, decide getting a push here in top side.
And that's absolutely a smart, safe play, right? I mean, getting Baron empowered minions there, Mekek blocking the Jinx ultimate to make sure nothing spicy happens. Nothing that will be a little bit concerning. So tier 2 will be the first Baron tower to fall down. 700 gold there going into the pockets of Gator Gold. So once again, they're wasting so many resources on trying to get Gator gold. They're forgetting that Gator has a team, and Jensen is kind of just allowed to roam free. Yellowside Killer getting caught out by the big chomp. And the Legacy will be the second one to fall down. It seems like we will just be looking at Horizon ending the game here. They've had an absolutely insane performance here, right? Completely stomping out the game from minute 1, 23-1 with a 20k gold lead is it's a difficult one to come back from. And yep, that is Horizon's game.
Seems like Tim is the only death of the game. He's looking at his monitor.
Absolutely disgusting Inter.
So